All right, you're asking for it, so here it is. Listen to this.
I want you folks laughing at we partners pod, kid. You understand? We in here drinking, singing, swinging, all that shit, dog. We sweating, getting wet, all that shit.
All right. Welcome to the 94th episode of the Drinking Partners Podcast. Yes, this is our DeMarcus Ware episode because now we getting old. We 94 in, but we still got the moves. We still got the keys, the major keys. We still bending that corner at that weird-ass angle that makes us look unhuman. That was a good one. I just came up with that 3 minutes ago, people. You guys don't understand how hard it is to come up with athletes for every episode. And we're 6 away from me not having an athlete to speak about because I ain't never seen the motherfucker.
Gotta go back to Gilbert.
I gotta go back to Agent Zero. Why you reveal, fam? I had that one. I had that one tucked because he's like one of my favorite IG athletes because he's ignorant as fuck. I am half of your host in tandem, Ed Bailey. I'm joined, as always, with my co-host, Dave Bracey. Say what up to the people.
What's good with you peoples? We are Drinking Partners, and if you're looking for us, you can find us on epicastnetwork.com/partnerspod. You can find us on IG, Twitter, and Facebook at PartnersPod. And you can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Libsyn, and Google Play under Drinking Partners. 94 episodes, man. We've been asking for it at 94 times. We want to ask for it again, man. Please rate and review on iTunes. You know, that's how we know what we're doing well. That's how we continue to do well, and that's how we let others know that we're doing well. So please rate and review on iTunes, man.
Yeah, you love us. You see us in public. You tell us you love us. Now just tell the world, tell the internet. And as always, in lieu of reviews on the internet, we do take shots of Henny in person. We do. That is always welcome.
Truth. And November 12th, we've got a show coming up. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but
I don't know if you've seen the flyer.
You know, we got our 100th episode cracking November 12th down at the Pittsburgh Playwrights Theater. We've got 4 breweries down there. We've got Rock Bottom, got Apis Meadery, we got
Full Pint. That's always chime in.
Bloom Brew.
You said Apis.
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin coming down, and as a special thing, we got T-Row, one of the proprietors of McLaughlin, giving y'all 30 minutes of comedy.
Yeah. Got some music by Dom Shuck, and then we've got the 100th episode with special guests. We got Baron Batch, John Fetterman, and
Pretty
Ricky Salvage gonna be in the building. You know what I mean? So come on out to that. You know, if you're looking for tickets, that's at purplepass.com/partnerspod100. You missed your chance to get the $15 tickets, but if you act now, man, you can get for $20, man. It's a lot of brew, a lot of comedy, a lot of entertainment, man.
For $20, that's a good night.
Yeah,
that's a good night.
Yeah.
I'm way too excited about that, and I actually start preparing my liver because I don't know what type of condition I'm gonna be in by the end of that night.
Bring it deep. It's definitely a bring it deep.
I want to apologize for anything I say on that cast. You know, it's a celebration. And the people are giving me liquor. And when you combine, they was at my birthday party. Shit gets crazy.
Yeah,
you just start giving out liquor and I'm celebrating. And then you got to put a mic in front of me. And shit gets out of hand.
I don't really know how that's going to go, man.
It's going to go fairly well because I'm just going to backload my liquor is what I've decided. I'm going to play host up front. I'm going to be all nice. Yeah. And then once we start bringing guests on, I'm getting hammered. I'm getting fucked up. And I just want you guys to, at home, take notes of the progression of Ed Bailey's drunkenness throughout the cast. Like, I'm starting off at a 1 and a half hour in, I might be at a 37. Like, who knows?
It'll basically be like Rick Seaback and Baron Batch featuring the Drinking Partners at that point.
Yeah, we'll just let them interview each other while we randomly throw the curse words in so we reach our quota.
True. So yeah, come on out to that. And I mean, I don't know if you've heard or not, because this is a special episode. It's our first episode after we got that best of the podcast, best podcast in the city.
Best of the Pittsburgh podcast. We won that Pittsburgh city paper. So shout out to them. Shout out to all you who voted. We definitely appreciate that, man. Very humbled by that. Was not expecting that.
Nah, I woke up in the morning to a tweet like, "Hey, congratulations." I was like, "On what?"
Didn't know that was covered out, but we got to go to a cool party and we got to take pics and shit like that, and that's really dope, man. It feels good to be recognized.
Yeah. Got to see a lot of familiar faces down there at that Best of the Berg party. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mars and them. You know. Keep Pittsburgh dope. There was a lot of Yeah, he just opened for Lupe. That was dope. I mean,
shout out to Epicast, man. It wouldn't happen without them
at all, man.
So
they actually got. And shout out to Marta. She got those spots. So I mean, Epicast is representing with 2 of the best podcasts in the city.
Yeah, so vote for them for the miscellaneous category because I was reading there's like a miscellaneous you can write your own shit in. Just vote them for creating the best content, man. Because Epicast is really getting it done. We're very, very thankful to be on this network and be able to do what we do, and allowed to do what they do, and then we all just doing it well. Pause. So we got this week. We got November 3rd at Black Forge Coffee. We just diversify all over the place. So we're doing a movie screening now.
Yeah.
Because once you get voted best podcast, you get all types of weird ass opportunities. So we are going to screen a movie that is going to bring up a very good social conversation. I'm very excited about this event, man, because I've actually got to see the movie. It's very dope. Blood on the Leaves by one of our family members, Ryan Haggerty. He's always upstairs, good guy, always putting out pics of us and stuff like that. So please, if you're free November 3rd, come out, man. Like it's gonna be obviously we're gonna bring the funny with the podcast, but we're opening it up to like a very social conversation on some things that are pertinent in this country.
Yeah. It's this is gonna be dope. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm kind of like jelly that you got the inside.
Motherfucker sent us the email. It's just one of the 3 emails since we started the podcast that I read that they didn't. It's like 3 of them, and this is one of them. But no, it's save it. If you haven't seen it, then just wait. I just jumped the gun, because for the conversation. But it's actually a great movie. And it's what is it, free event at Black Forge?
Yeah, free event at Black Forge, and we'll be interviewing, Ryan and one of the stars of the the movie or whatever is going to be on there or whatever. So nice conversation afterwards, and then on the 4th we've got the Harvest Festival thrown on with Farm the Table. I
think that's the 5th. That's Saturday. That's the 5th.
Saturday. Yeah, you're right. That's November 5th. Farm the Table down at Strip District. Come on out. They've got all kind of fresh foods and products, and there's going to be some breweries and some distilleries down there to get you liquored up. So if you're looking at that, go to farmthetablepgh.com.
Yeah, so plenty of opportunities to catch us in the next couple of weeks. 3rd at Black Forge, the 5th down at Harvest Fest, and the 12th obviously at our 100th episode. This is a bit of a throw forward episode. It's like a mixture of with the new. We got one of our faves on, but then she brought her boo on here and shit like that. Like she came on the cast. He didn't like the 2 dudes was all suave and making a laugh. He's like, I gotta sit down with these motherfuckers, man. Like, who are these guys? Like, I get it, fam. Like, if I ever see like my girl on the internet, the dude get an emoji like or LOL out of him, it's like, all right, we need to set up a meet and greet. Like, I need to find out who the fuck this nigga is. Who was this dude with these little quips that got you chuckling? All sitting across the
yelling
room.
out moisted in an oyster.
Yeah, like what the fuck is going on, man? You ever just sit on the couch?
Moist comes up more often now after that podcast.
I
see it everywhere.
I probably have used it 3 times in my life before, and now it's there. It's in my vocabulary.
I used it once on stage and was immediately told that you cannot say moist in a room that women are in because they don't like the word moist. If you're not familiar with that moist voice, that is Meg Evans, and she brought her husband James Evan to the podcast. Say what up to the people.
What's going on, everyone?
Hello.
So he's here to be distinct. He's here to stand out.
Yeah,
we're gonna try.
He certainly does.
That was original.
That was. So what's going on with you two?
Oh, just recovering from the weekend.
You guys had a big weekend.
Yes, it's been a very long, tired, sore, hungover.
Yeah, see, those type of because I'm in there with you, but it's hard to complain about that kind of life, man.
Sounds like college
it's the industry life, man.
Yeah.
It's what you do.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, we had to drink and party and bullshit,
exactly.
Play music. My life sucks. I went and had a blast, and my body was like, "Remember last night?" Anybody trying to hear that shit?
Now I gotta drink the pain away. Oh my god!
I had 2 fucking infant children hanging off of me last night. One on my nipple for some reason. I don't know why the fuck.
He's confused. Was he confused?
I don't know why my son keep trying to suck my nipple. Like, it's a weird ass conversation to have with a baby. Like, look, fam, it ain't that type of party over here. All right,
he'll get it when he starts choking on the hair.
Like, I want to do that to my little man. I don't want to hurt him like that. So where were you guys actually?
We were in Jamestown, New York. We played a show, little bar up there, little hole in the wall, Mojo's.
Okay.
And Decided to make a trip to Southern Tier afterwards.
Nice.
Doesn't hurt. Now, you guys have roots with Southern Tier, obviously.
Yep.
Meg, you haven't formerly been an employee, and you just drinking it your whole
No,
life.
you used
No,
to
I
work
was
there
an
too.
employee.
You were there too? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All
That's
right.
where
Is that-
the spark happened.
I was going to say, is that how you met? So this is never going to end. Like, once you meet over beer, that's it. Like, that's
Yeah.
you found a mate right there for life.
Yeah, and you brewing it together, all this other. That's
Truly,
Cheaper to
if you
keep,
really
huh?
have to like stand next to someone for 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, I feel like there's little that you don't learn. You like learn about them.
Might as well toss some boning in. Why not? Like, it's like, you know what? Might as well, just make it efficient. Like, I feel like that's an efficient life.
That's how you get sour beers.
And
Zing!
that's and it was twice the amount of beer in the house.
Okay.
Facts, yeah.
So how does one spark like a thing while brewing beer? Like, do you guys talk about like life, or you just like do you critique each other's brewing habits? Like, how does this go? Because I hate people I work with, so I could
Yeah,
never.
true.
I don't imagine myself dating someone I work with. Like, I'll
There
be
were
mad
certainly
at you. all
days
day.
that I was not a fan.
We started working together on the bottling line, and I would just tell her my horrible stories with ladies on the
They're
weekend
terrible.
and
They're terrible stories.
all these, and she handled it and laughed and joked and.
She got a journal somewhere, fam.
You're pretty cool. You're pretty cool.
You gotta be careful with that type
Right.
of information. You got a journal tucked away. You slip up and say the wrong name, and then all of a sudden there's
Yeah.
some recall and shit like that. Like, didn't you date her? Like,
Yeah.
well, on March 3rd, she run the tape back. Like,
Yeah.
like, damn, I said that.
Why
Huh?
is Jennifer still liking your pictures? True.
And all you just say is, "I win. I
Yeah.
won."
There it is. There it is.
Yep.
I had a roommate that like he moved in with his girlfriend and they worked together and that was just like overboard for me.
Yeah.
Like waking up, going there, they were in like cubicles next to each other, and then like they ate lunch together, and then they drove in the same car.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
too much.
It was like that's.
Because the further you get in, the more you kind of need to get away from each other. And I guess now, so you're at Rock Bottom, you're at Spoonwood now. So
We
has
were
that-
together at Rock Bottom too.
And then he decided,
So-
it's like, this is
He's
too
like-
fucking much. It's too fucking much. Your name's on the door and shit. Like, I gotta get the hell out of here. I understand.
Y'all ever beef over brews? Like, I don't know, this is a little too hoppy. It's like, maybe it's not hoppy enough.
Oh, there were some fights.
You ever bring the wrong brew home for dinner? You slap the shit off. This is bullshit. I'm out here making real shit, James.
I always call and ask permission. Like, is this the beer you want? Do you want this beer? You want that beer?
That's a cool. I don't have that discussion at home.
No.
I'm the beer guy.
My
which
girl
is
doesn't even drink
sad.
beer. That's not even,
Really?
it doesn't even come across. No, it
Never
doesn't
even.
even.
You know what? She doesn't.
Not at all.
I'm just-
The closest thing I've been able to get her to drink is like a lambic. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, and but even then, that's just like begrudging. She ain't ordering that shit. Like,
It's your birthday.
yeah, like meet me halfway. Like,
Give me a lambic. Shut
but at
this
the
thing
same
out.
time, there's no drinking from my cup. So yeah, I mean, that shit is what's mine is
Very
mine.
true. Very true. So that works. That works. So I just want to say, Rock Bottom has definitely become one of my chill spots.
Nice.
Randomly, I get down there and I get to watch the games, and nobody bothers me, and it's really cool. And then I get to step outside and see people going to the Improv, and then watch them coming out and thinking, you know what, their night would have been much better if I was performing. Like, that's how on so many levels, Rock Bottom.
Should have had me in there.
Like, Rock Bottom on so many levels has been so good to me. So I just wanted to say that because I'm new to the craft, so I'm just now finding spots and living out there right by it. It's just been very helpful, especially again.
You in like a nice mecca down there. You got Voodoo, you
yeah.
got Rock Bottom, and then you got Blue Dust over there. They
Yeah.
always got a nice lineup and shit.
Got to go to Blue Dust every Tuesdays for the open mic.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ray, Molly, and Derek for having that on Tuesday night. So I go down there. It's Blue Dust, I can't just sit and chill and drink because it's depressing because I do open mics there. You know what I mean? Like,
I just failed right there.
like I just, just got crickets, but I'm going to come back tomorrow night and watch the game. Nah, I ain't doing that.
The truth. You got Studio AM down there with the brunch and shit. That's a nice little,
It's cool, man. Just drive though. Just don't, like I like to walk through Homestead. And I don't think you should, but I do because I just see interesting things. Like the other day, I was in the barbershop and this dude came in. He was like, "Yo, I got these African coats for sale."
Is that gonna be the new East Liberty?
I don't know what the fuck. Like I'm sitting in the barbershop, dude come in, he got two big bubble coats with like dashiki print, and he tried to sell them. But what was funny was when I left, the owner of the store that has those coats saw this nigga carry the coats and like rolled up on them, took the coats, and it was just like, way to go, Homestead. Yeah. You don't see this type of shit when you driving through. You got to be on foot, and then I can go to Rock Bottom, get a good beer, and tell somebody about it. So.
It's legit when they got the tiger rugs, like the big,
just hanging out front.
Hanging out.
You got the one dude that got to come with the broom every morning to get the dust off of them so they look new. Nobody buying a dusty rug. I got to... With a picture of Muhammad Ali right there. Yeah. They got some weird ass fake jersey.
Oh man, so you guys are throwing a crazy fucking festival next week, right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about this.
Well, it's a beer fest and it's a metal fest. You know, obviously that metal encompassing, you know, everything under the sun, whether it's punk, metal, you know, and all the subgenres.
I saw that promo that y'all did was crazy as fuck with the paint.
And oh my gosh! I don't think I recognized myself the first time I saw myself in that makeup.
That latex paint was the worst. I just want to throw that out
there.
Yeah. Don't get it in your beard.
Oh,
so, is it like face paint or did you just use roll up paint? Like, I don't.
It was just some makeup latex paint.
Yeah. That's not comfortable.
I unfortunately decided to use paint that I had like previously bought that was more like for like clowns.
Yeah, the mime paint. That's all those
people.
The church mime paint. That's a good paint. That paint you can perform in and you can be in the pews in a half hour. Like,
yeah, true. Throw a couple wipes in.
That's
good. Latex. That sound hard to get off.
It was awful.
It almost sound like it's not going to let your
really
skin
rough.
Breathe. Like
it doesn't. It was itchy. It was horrible.
And you got a beard. That's extra.
And Nick was like, "Don't get it in your facial hair." But he didn't let me know it was also the consistency of water. So I was up here and it went right down in the beard.
Plus half your face is beard. It's
I was going to say, you were fucked from the get.
Yeah.
From the decision of paint usage, you was fucked. You had to take that day off.
I went back into the brewery afterwards. I was trying to put chemicals all over my face, like something break it free, something.
Yeah.
But truthfully, don't ever do that.
No, don't do it.
That's good to know because as a motherfucker with a beard, you know what I mean? I was
trying to put 180-degree water on my face. Like,
no, don't do that. I don't even know why you would do that. That is
just anything to hope to get it off.
So how did this come about? Like, I mean, how did you get a bunch of brewers that were also like metalheads? Is that a thing in the brewing community? Like,
we found out it is.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
Yeah. Well, you know, being here, I see a lot of people who are into bands as well as doing the
But metal is a different kind of band.
It's all, I mean, you know, for me, like,
well, I mean, we go to the shows and we would always just like...
Y'all sound the same.
No, that's not, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said for me, it's all the same being someone who's not...
That's the same shit.
That's not the same shit. I own my ignorance to the culture.
I don't think you all look alike, but to me... You all look alike. Like,
that's not what I said. What I'm saying is where I grew up. We took all those different genres and we put it into the don't play this shit in my car. So now that I got into the craft brew, I'm now open to it. And I see the parallel between the drink and the people who are, like, that's all I'm saying. That's just real shit. Like, everybody doesn't grow up listening to everything. So
you gotta make excuses for him. He was just raised that way.
I mean, it was my mama's fault. And she didn't play no metal when I was growing up. Maybe if she put me sleep to metal, you know what I'm saying, I would have known a metal band over some Al Green. But right now, I'm siding with Al Green.
I feel you. I didn't know that was a thing in the community. Like, it's insane. Because you guys got how many breweries in this?
I mean, right now I think we're up to 10 or 11.
God damn.
I mean, and that's like people who we were seeking out who were going to be into this because I mean, it is so specific. And I mean, just as much as we go to, you know, any other festival and like hear music we don't really care about, we'd rather have people there who are not going to feel that way.
Yeah.
And I mean, a couple of people like the owner Sean at Helltown, you know, we just went out to go drink with him, and that's when he was like, what was he blasting? I don't know. If it was
he
like
had
Iron
everything.
Maiden or
Iron
something.
Maiden. There was Korn. There was just a variety
So
of
we're
metal
like,
bands.
wait.
Yeah, this shit is called Helltown. Like, it sounds like some metal.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it makes sense. I don't see how you didn't see it. Like, I think Meg just politely kicked me out. Like, she uninvited me. She uninvited me. We don't want your kind. We don't want people here who don't want to be here.
No, but in the same way.
We don't want to bother you with our white noise.
See, you take it too far, man. All I said was the craft opened me up to it.
I feel you, man.
So is that, I mean, combining the metal with the brew, is that what, I guess, what you say would differentiate this festival from any other brew fest? Like, how, I guess in its functionality, what would be, because you go to a brew fest, I guess the ones I've been to, they're a place, you just walk around and drink. There's not a lot of entertainment that I've seen.
Yeah, that's not the focus.
Yeah, like Day and I running around in some weird ass costumes might be the most entertaining thing.
Which I feel like was right before I met you guys, and I was so upset that I didn't really get to like
Yeah,
party with you
that's-
guys in that state. It was-
Yeah,
Beers
well, I
of the
think we've
Bird.
made up since. We hit the ground running.
You should really talk about even just where you first started, because that might even explain kind of like the correlation of what inspired us to do it.
Oh, yeah. When we first moved down here, I was working at the Guitar Center in Robinson, and they would always like take their old magazines, and they don't want to throw them out because there's so many of them. So like employees could just take them home. And there was this one. It was called Decibel Magazine, and there's this article. It was called Brutal Truth, and it was just like that connection with like all these breweries brewing. With these metal bands, hard rock bands, and I was like, that'd be a really cool idea to especially do it for Pittsburgh, because such a blue collar town, like everyone works hard to do what they do, and just really cool idea to like, because when we go to these festivals, it's always like a folk band or someone's got a washboard or you know what I mean, one of those folky Americana bands, and I was just like, it'd be really cool to like do it for like these bands and artists that are, you know, playing in the clubs and really trying to do something and bring some attention to not just the beer, but like these bands in this area.
So how did you hook up with the bands? How did you choose who you were going to have on?
That was probably one of the easiest things for
Yeah.
us to do. I mean, the moment we started having conversations with anyone and everyone, they're like, wait, do you guys need bands? Because we know like 10 people.
Yeah.
And so, like for Rock Bottom teaming up with World's Scariest Police Chases, one of our sponsors is Commonwealth Press, and Dan Rock, who's also in World's Scariest Police Chases, is in the band. So, you know, he also works there, and that's kind of how I got connected with him. And
So you're pairing breweries with bands?
yeah, four of
Yeah.
them. Like, so 4 out of those 12 breweries that we have got teamed up with 4 out of the 6 bands we have. Like,
So do they like have an individual stage type of thing, or how does that, when you say pairing, what does...
Just for the beer collaboration aspect of it. So so we're gonna have 4 out of the many beers that we're gonna have there were specifically brewed for this fest, whereas the rest of the beers that come in are gonna be whatever the breweries choose to bring in. So we have 4 of those, which we added this like competition element now. So so whichever collaboration beer wins, the band's gonna get a WWE style belt. Thank you, James Matthews from Bar Jitsu. And then the brewery's going to get a trophy that has a cool beer bottle at the top.
Nice.
So it'll be pretty rad.
So World's Scariest Police Chases, what you brewing up for that?
We're doing a malt liquor, actually.
See?
So they were... This is getting weird right now. But it was actually something like... I was
I
like,
think
what
you
was...
just won Ed.
I was like,
I was
what's going to
going
be
for
the
the beer.
most like punk rock beer? And I come to find out afterwards that they actually take Old English and they got labels with their name on it and tape them and give them away at fest or at like their shows and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
And it's kind of like a fun thing. So
Are you going to throw some orange juice in that bitch?
In the old
you
E?
totally do it.
Yeah. The Brass Monkeys?
I don't know what the
Those
fuck.
funky monkeys.
It's a Beastie Boys. It's a
Yep. Nope.
brass monkey.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
what a brass monkey is. It's orange juice and OE.
Doesn't make sense.
Oh.
To me. I don't understand why you would even do some weird shit like
That's
that.
what the brass monkey
You
is.
don't fuck with OE. You just take it as is, or
That's
you
how I
don't drink it at all.
I just
You
now.
either drink it as is or not at all. You don't make a cocktail out of Old English. That doesn't make sense.
It's like the hood mimosa.
It's not the hood mimosas.
That's exactly
But
what it is.
niggas don't
wanna
drink
try one.
mimosas unless they go to Vegas. That's the only time they drink mimosas. I think that I understand the I guess the crossover. The two communities seem like very supportive of each other. Like even when you were saying you were trying to book the bands, and people were just like, I know a band, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that seems to happen both in the music community and with the brewing. Like it seems like everybody is just very supportive of each other and shit like that. And it's not like that in all forms of art and entertainment. Like I keep it real. Like
Nah.
it ain't
It gets
always
bitchy.
like
Politics.
it gets catty as shit.
Yeah. But you guys don't seem to run into that, man. Your community seems pretty tight knit, like the brewery community. And I see you guys are getting some love from the music side too.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like we're getting the support, and like anything negative that might be coming out that people might think, we're just kind of like, all right, fuck that, like get it off to the side, and like just rolling with all the positive. Same thing from the breweries, because there aren't really all of the breweries into this type of music, and I'm sure more want to be involved next year. But all in all, I think everything just positive's coming forward versus people being like, what the fuck are you doing with all these like loud people and like shitty beer? We're obviously seeing some of those comments like, you guys don't have the best breweries, but we're like, we have some great breweries on this festival.
There's always one fucking dick.
There is always that one person.
Like, think of how shitty you gotta be in a comment section. Like, motherfucking get a life.
Wait, people are in the comment section?
We got the best beers out here. Like, get your ass.
yeah.
Go home, nigga. Go buy you a beer then.
I
Like,
just don't understand people that comment on the internet at all. I've never read an article or watched a video and was like, I really need to tell
I
people
gotta
how I
let
feel
people
about
know
this.
how I feel at this moment.
Yep.
Like, I'll tweet about it, but I'm not about, like, who's got time? I think that's just a special type of person.
Yeah, just stop leaving hate on people's events.
It's always
just,
hate.
You
Always
just
hate.
don't support. Like, if you're not feeling it, don't be there. Like,
Shut
you know
the
what I
fuck
mean?
up and keep it
And I feel
moving.
like
didn't
they
have to
try to
scroll
say
it.
the meanest things too. It's like, do you
Oh,
not
yeah.
realize that
They're
these are
all
people?
virgins.
No, they don't.
All of them.
They're all
Every
fucking
last one of them.
virgins.
Anonymous as fuck. I'm so sick of
The
anonymous
official
motherfucking people
response
popping out of
is they're all
nowhere.
virgins.
And it's like they like whatever they're doing. Like, I can't wait to get home to my computer
Yeah.
and slam these people.
Those are
They're
those
worse than
motherfuckers
virgins.
that don't have any type of authority at their jobs. They hate that shit. Like they hate their wives, their kids, and they just sit in a room and just. I was reading this one article about a troll, and like his wife found out about it and was like she like logged on and saw all this crazy hateful shit that he was spewing, and she was like, oh my god, like because he had like lived this secret life online.
That's how it is,
where he was
though.
just hopping on and like degrading women and blacks and just like
Wait, do you guys watch South Park at all?
yeah.
Do you like
Skank Hunt.
watch Skank Hunt?
Wait, what?
Well, it's a newer episode, but Kyle's dad is like this, like he's a troll, and like now they're getting to a point where they're like it's the clan of trolls here, like trying to help each other out and not be found
And he got
out.
caught by his wife, and she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm looking at porn." And she's like, "What kind of porn?" And they're like, and he's like, "PP porn."
Yeah, I would much rather get caught looking at porn than like trolling
motherfuckers like saying
But it's
racist and misogynistic shit. Like, get out of here with that.
Yeesh.
It's a scary place, the internet.
Yeah, it is. It is because there's so many of them, and like it's so rampant, and then like it's easy to kind of just like I try to like not go in the comment section, but at the same time, like I follow a lot of people on Twitter because I kind of want to see the other side. I don't want to just bubble myself off from it, but like there's like a limit, there's a cap, and at times I got to take a break from that shit because it's like it's a lot of hate, a lot of people that don't enjoy life.
It's funny. It's kind of entertaining sometimes, but you do have to get away. Like I used to read all ESPN comment sections. Like I would read an article and I would just read the comment section, and it would just go from like talking about the article to LeBron is a fucking loser to Obama did some weird shit. It was just always like it always went that way. Like the article could be about golf, and it's just like LeBron, somebody fucked his mom, and Obama fucked up the country. Like what the fuck? The fuck? And it's always a dude that's got like a flag or a dog in his AV and shit like that. It's never like a real name. It's always some name with an underscore and some X's and shit. It's like, who the fuck are you to even create this profile? And why are you arguing with this dude? Like, this motherfucker say something super ridiculous and it'll have 37 replies. I'm like, I'm not replying to this bullshit.
Who's got time for all that?
Like, who even says these ain't the best brew? It's free beer. Like, pay to get in and drink the fucking beer, fam. Like, what are you complaining about?
The first comment I read was this dude was like, oh, the headliner's child bite. I wonder how much they had to spend. And then there's the one comment, it's the first year. Give them a break. And then it's like, I don't care what year it is.
Yeah, well,
man. Yeah.
What festival did you put together, sir?
You're
right.
Yeah, it's like once you
dicks.
start trying to do something, someone has something. But I mean, at the same time, I can respond with like, this festival is attracting some like, you know, like Sean from Helltown. He's like wants to be at the festival because this is his wheelhouse. You know, this is the shit that he wants to get behind. Co-Star, who you don't ever see at Beer Fest, they want to be at this festival, and I think like that speaks volumes. And Ellicottville Brewing Company, they're up in New York. They actually contacted me and were like, hey, can we like send a couple people? I'm like, wait, you guys like want to drive 3 hours to come party with us? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Totally.
Yeah, I think it speaks to a point that we had on a couple of podcasts ago on 92. People, you see someone, they're trying to put something together. And I think that's what's really cool about the music industry here as well as the beer. It's a bunch of entrepreneurs putting shit together from the ground up. And when you're coming from the ground up, no, you're not going to pay, you know, tens of thousands of dollars to bring someone in shit like that. You're gonna work with people who are also working from the ground up but have high quality shit. And like people from the outside always want to look in and be like, well, you ain't doing the shit that I be seeing on commercials. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, I'm doing something very good, very well put together. I'm offering like something that you can get to that's affordable, that you haven't had before. Yeah. Like, appreciate that and stop trying to compare us to motherfuckers that we, you know, we're trying to get there, we're working to get there, and that's fine, but it's got to start somewhere. Like, respect the hustle. Like,
and to be honest, man, so a lot of people overpay for fucking entertainment and
they
bullshit.
Really do.
Like, I mean, like you can get high quality entertainment much cheaper if you're looking at it local.
Cheaper.
I mean, like,
and you're getting the hungriest of the hungry. Like, you're getting people who are like investing in the actual craft over, all right, now I need to figure out how to maximize my earning potential because I've got this whatever niche or whatever. Like, these people like heavily invested in the product that they're presenting to.
Yeah. I mean, like, shout out to Paul Joseph. He's going to be down at Comptra on the 26th. But like, when that dude performs, he gets off sweating, like the shirt drenched.
Yeah,
like he's just
he puts too much. He's
just,
like, we're not worthy. we don't
there with a
deserve all
guitar
that
and
effort.
a stool, and at the end of it, he is like,
you
guys
gotta take
good?
an ice
like,
bath and shit. Like Paul, man. Look, man.
You gotta throw the robe on him like
Paul
James
performs
Brown
like an
and shit.
executive from Motown is in the crowd. Like, this is your shot. This is your shot, Paul. Like, he gonna pull up to the side like, we really like you, kid. We want to sign you. Like, nah, man. Everybody here is drunk.
Truth. You know what I mean? So who else is gonna be down there? What other bands you got going on?
Shoot that.
The VIP session will be Bethlehem. Wow, I'm drawing a brain fart here. Wow. Then when the general admission festival starts, we will have Natural Causes, World's Scariest Police Chase, Vermithrax.
That is a crazy like, what the fuck is a
all them fucking names are crazy. I'm trying to figure out why we haven't addressed World's Scariest Police Chase. I didn't know it was a band at first. I was like, I think she said it was a band, but maybe it's a group of investors. I don't know, because ain't nobody talking shit on them. Like, who the fuck? We need to address all of these names.
You thought you were having a beer, but instead,
right? Sound like a Halloween party.
They do wear costumes, so I mean, you know, so that might be interesting.
So wait, what's the name of your band?
My band up in New York is called Decidium.
Now, okay, let's talk about I want to know about the band naming process, seriously. Like, I'm trying to learn about all these bands and shit.
Hold on. Before that, can we drink some of this tasty beer that you have sitting here?
Totally.
It's all sweating. I'm sweating.
Days had enough. He held off long enough. This motherfucker been scratching.
Thinking for this.
Yes. We did not do what we drink it on, but they brought something down from Southern Tier, a crowler.
Oh yeah, I didn't know they were doing them yet, and then we were like,
where did we see that, or did they say they were doing that? Because somebody hipped us to it like a month or two ago, where they said they were
somebody's
doing
a crowler around there somewhere.
Somebody's doing one local. They're going to do a
East
crowler.
End is. I mean, there's a few like East End Hitchhiker. You can find them at Huff's.
I think it's
super great idea.
That's right up my alley. It's like
Roundabout's doing them too, and I like the fact that they actually are pre-packaging them. So usually they're designed to film like a growler, then just close them up. But I think they're like purging them, making them so they're almost like you're actually getting a bottle of something.
Yeah, I like the crowler because it's shaped like a can, so it forces you to finish it.
Once you open it, that's it.
Yeah, like once you open it, and it's like, and you sitting with your girl, you're like, look, I can't put no aluminum foil over. That's some bullshit. Like, I gotta finish.
So, can you tell us about this? This is a new school IPA.
Yeah. I mean, you grabbed it the first time.
It's a new IPA from.
Well, this is from Southern Tier, so this isn't
good knowledge right now.
They're not brewing this, so this is from Southern Tier. They were.
I know we both kind of cumulatively liked it more than their IPA.
I mean, Southern Tier for me has always done the hoppy beers extremely well. So I saw it was a pub exclusive, something new from them. I wanted to give it a try, and it ended up turning out really, really nice.
We appreciate you bringing this down here for us. I mean, that is amazing.
Yeah, I was just wondering when Dave was going to pass it.
You guys get to drink it out of the actual festival glasses. So these are what?
Oh, these are okay. These are so I'm keeping this. You know, you're not getting this one back. This has been stolen.
So what does that little opening at the top here do?
I mean, as far as I understand, it's like a pub style, and I think it just can and help with aroma.
That is delicious.
I think it also adds like a little bit of an ounces, if you really want to say it that way.
Let me be sure.
That is delicious.
This is a new style IPA.
Yeah, that's fresh. I love fresh beer, fresh.
That is good, and I appreciate you guys bringing this because Day is now back in a peaceful place. We were 10 minutes away from a rant. that was gonna go so south. I'm gonna drink this, and then this is good though. This is really, really good.
Yeah,
it won't go to waste.
No, nothing goes to waste.
No, we don't waste a damn thing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Really put the stamp on that.
We not
drinking partners.
Yeah, we
really be drinking on this motherfucker.
You got to understand, man. What you need to do is get you a podcast, right?
Yeah.
That way you could just drink away from your woman and then come home fucked up. In the vein of work, though, that she can't complain because I'm working. Man. Like, babe, I'm out here trying to make something happen, just slurring my words and shit. And like, you can't say nothing about it because it's kind of true.
That is the best, like, in the pocket, like, it's work.
It's the hustle of all hustles.
It's work.
What Dave and I decided was, all right, look, we like to get fucked up, right? But we got these two women that just don't like when we come home fucked up. How do we fix that? It's like, let's put a title to it. Let's call it something.
Oh shit! Speaking of women at home, my girl just hit #1 bestseller.
Yes, congratulations!
Congrats!
Shout out to her. We're doing a live show down at Black Forge on the
November 20th.
So she's gonna have a nice book signing, a reading, some little entertainment to kick it off, and then we'll have a live podcast down there at Black Forge because again, we support local here.
We support local. We definitely do. Shout out to your lady, man. I see her grinding, and that's really cool.
Yeah, and if y'all don't know, if you ever look at any of our descriptions or whatever like that, all that copywriting, that's her. You can see because like the first few episodes, it was just like we talked to some people, listen to it.
We basically this is episode 12. Yeah. They're drinking. These people are here, and it's here now. Ready, set, go.
True. Now there's like a narrative, there's an arc, like it sounds cool as shit.
Does she listen to the podcast?
Yeah, she listens to the podcast.
She like puts a little bit of that sucks for her. God bless her. God bless her for sitting there and listening to all those podcasts.
I know. I feel bad myself because I'm like I don't even really want to listen to myself that long. Like yeesh. But yeah, shout out Kat and her new book on shelves right now. The first one is Girl from the North, and she has Daughter of the Wolf. It's her third book, #1 bestseller. So go out and get that, man.
Yeah, could somebody do a band called like Daughter of the Wolf and shit like that? Like that would be a dope band.
It's not even
Or a beer.
Oh,
What
yeah?
type of beer would that be?
Daughter of the Wolf.
Daughter of the Wolf.
They got that Dirty Wolf.
Can it
the
be
Dirt
red,
Wolf.
like some sort of red beer, like maybe a nice
I was-
imperial
Boom.
red?
See, I was
Yeah.
thinking
See
like
what
a-
I'm doing for your
And
family
she
now?
is a redhead too. It's a
Get
red ale. That yeah.
Get her a fucking
There it
beer
is.
day.
There it is.
Get on your job. She don't drink beer though. She get her a lambic. Get her a red lambic. Whatever the fuck that is. What is a lambic?
It's like a super sweet, like Belgian
I'm done with it.
fruity.
Yeah, what distinguishes it is actually you're very correct, but it's a blend of 3 years worth of beer. So they take some from like the first year, then the second year, and the third year, and they blend those three together of that beer. And
And aren't they all
voila.
monks?
What?
Aren't they all monks that do that shit?
That's what I like to think.
Yeah.
So
Even if they aren't, that's what I'm thinking they are.
who's like between you two? Who's like super beer knowledge?
It's probably me.
Okay, all right.
It
all
makes
right,
sense.
All right, all right, all right. And who's like the taste tester?
Me.
All right, that's
Oh, yeah,
see,
yeah.
I like that. That is
Yeah.
two people who complement each other.
That's what you got to find.
Yeah.
Somebody that compliments. you.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we just got to find someone to fund that brewery, right? Yeah.
Right.
So that's what we're actually here on the podcast for. I'm just joking.
Have you guys ever thought about?
We are.
I mean, I don't want to get neither one of y'all in. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to say you leaving the label. You know,
You heard it here first.
You see what Suge did to Tupac.
We all have
Fucking
dreams,
things
okay,
start getting
guys?
out
We
there.
all have dreams, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if you find people you work well with, I mean, you should always just keep working with them.
I hear that.
Yeah.
So,
So how long you guys been brewing?
we've been in the industry both 6 years. I've been brewing for 5 of that.
And I'm going on like
4, right? You're like,
at least 3.5.
yeah.
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 Nice.
So, like, for anniversary shit, do you, like, brew, like, a birthday cake beer or some shit like that? Like,
No, we just get drunk and fall asleep.
do you ever try to, like, get away from beer? Or is it like, well, I know she likes that.
Yeah, like-
Because, like, when you, like, for me, it's hard, like, as a regular, when you don't work with your girl, it's kind of sometimes difficult to think of, like, what's the thing that she really likes? And you, obviously, you know she likes brew. Like, you can-
Honestly, this festival I think is like, I mean, we've gone more into like making sure we're checking out the bands and everything, and like music's also been a huge passion for both of us. So we've been going to more shows in general, but I think that's kind of our getaway, and it's been very pleasant. I mean, we're working with more musicians versus brewers, and it's really cool actually.
Look at y'all living the dream.
And I just wanted to throw out, we were going over the bands. The
Yeah,
two
yeah.
I left out were Grey Walker and Child Bite.
Yeah.
Child
And I
bite.
mean, huge shout
Yep.
out to Grey Walker guys, because I mean, out of any of the bands, I think they've been helping us promote it the most. Too.
And they
I
have
mean,
the
they're
most
just-
normal name.
Child bite.
Like, what is that? What is it? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know if you're biting a child or the child is biting you. Like,
I would, as weird as this sounds, I hope the child is biting me.
yeah, exactly. That's what, like, and yeah, like that's the least offensive of the
Right,
two
right.
things that are happening. In the,
Is there a band with a name so ridiculous that you can't book them?
You probably know
Like,
that.
as like, is anyone,
Oh,
is anyone any
yeah.
submissions where you're like, look, I love the song, but can you not be Little Dick John? Like,
No, there's a lot of.
Ravy Pete
you know what I mean? Like,
in the bushes, like
We just listened to one I would never book on a show. Just anal cunt.
why though? See, why go that far?
I don't know. They're
If she's
terrible.
giving you anal, she's clearly not a cunt.
yeah.
She's clearly a keeper.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of misogyny for the cast. Somehow I've been the dickhead for the past 53 episodes, and I still haven't figured out what it is. I don't even feel like this in life. Like, I feel like a very cool guy. I feel like I'm a guy everybody can get along with. And then fucking here, I just, I say weird shit, and then I got to go home and explain it.
Yeah.
Well, my girl doesn't listen to the episodes because she doesn't have to write the write-up. So I kind of win. She listens to the ones that she wants to listen to, and thus far, I've been on my best behavior on those. So
Word.
I think your girl hates me more because of she's like, fuck this guy.
I love you more because it makes me look better. Like, I was like, you took the heat off of
You're
me.
welcome.
That first 50 episodes, I'm like, yeesh.
You're welcome, Dave.
No, I want a Pussy Cough would be the name of my band. I don't know, like
Pussy Cough.
What
Pussy
is
cough.
that? Wait.
I don't.
It's
but
a
I think
queef.
just
Yeah, I'm like, that's what my
what a
mind
pussy
goes
cough
to.
is.
But like, I don't know if you had any ulterior meaning for it.
those two words or Constance Peach. I like those words together.
Okay, I'm finishing this. I'll just let you
Constance
guys know.
Peach.
Constance, that sounds like a old sitcom from the 90s. Where
Soap opera, actually.
they were like
I
sitting
think.
by the water with no shoes on. The girl's adopted. Her boyfriend's like, he's got problems at home. Like, there we go. We've written a sitcom.
Is this
Constance Peach.
Peach.
It's like the sequel to Dawson's Creek.
Exactly. That was okay. Is that? I don't want to
Yeah.
Yep. That's what that. Yeah. Okay. See, I listened to these bands when I was little. Come down to Brewtal Fest and hear I Don't Want to Wait.
Right?
If you want to attract Negroes, play I Don't Want to Wait. It's the song that we know. It's the one that we can feel comfortable with. It's one of those.
In all the green rooms, we'll just play DVDs of Dawson's Creek all day.
No, we never watched the show, but we did watch the intro.
The intro.
I used to work with a dude in at work. This is no bullshit. In the break room, he used to watch Gilmore Girls, like all
Is
the
he
time.
like super stoked that it's coming back?
I don't know. I don't
it's coming
speak to
back.
him anymore.
It's
Like,
coming back. I didn't even know it was
that
coming back
friendship
either.
ended. No, like we were lucky to have cable on our break room, and then he's fucking wasting my lunch break watching Gilmore. And he used to be serious about, like he would rush to lunch to put this Gilmore. Like you would see him like, I got to get to the TV first.
Yes.
I gotta get to the TV first to turn these girls on. What happens in this next fucking episode?
Yo.
Like, damn, you watching it on a DVD? Like,
There's not, I try to be open, not judge people. I have nothing in common with that dude. There's nothing,
not a damn thing.
If you're rushing to go watch Gilmore Girls, we
Not
have
a
no
damn
conversation
thing.
at all. Like,
And then he would like try to talk you up, like, yeah, this is a really good show. It's not a really good fucking show. Not for me.
Just sitting there, just trying to eat your lunch.
I'm
Just
just
like, don't
trying
talk.
to watch some highlights
Don't
and
talk
some
to me.
shit. Like, why are you talking to me and playing Gilmore Girls?
rub it in, nigga. That you came in, jacked the TV, and then you gonna rub it in my face. Like, let me disappear into my sandwich. Like,
Yeah, like, fuck you, man. He started me reading. Like, that's why I started reading. So shout out to him. Shout out to that guy.
I feel like it would have been even more hilarious if at the end of the story you actually loved Gilmore Girls and you had the
Okay,
soft
so
spot.
you want me to keep it real? It's not a terrible show. It's not as bad. Any show that could get several
Pause.
seasons.
I gotta
I
pause.
have to pause that.
Yeah, no.
I don't feel any less of a man because listen, it's
Pause for you.
It's a woman. Like it's about women. At the very least, it's women on TV. Like, listen, any show that could be on television, if you are willing to watch it long enough, you'll figure out stuff that you like about it.
He's
ain't
looking
selling
at
me
me
on
because
that,
I
but you
watch
gotta-
terrible TV.
But keep it real. It was terrible when you first found out she watched it, and because you know you have to watch it, you find the things in it that you can deal with.
But it's not
So-
that I get into.
So the ladies of WWE have this show called Total Divas.
I cannot. Okay.
No.
Loves it.
I don't
okay.
watch a lot of TV,
Literally.
but
Come on.
Turns on Hulu. Ooh, a new episode.
No, okay, come on. I now watch wrestling with him now. Come on.
Okay,
That was a
so you
wild-
kind of
It
won.
was.
On the
Yeah.
back end.
And like you said, it's a
On the
show.
back end.
It's a
Yeah.
show
There's
about
some-
girls.
yeah. That's how like my girl got me
Scantily
watching
clad
Game
women.
of Thrones. She was just like, "You gotta watch this."
Game
or
of Thrones
whatever.
is an excellent fucking
Yeah,
show,
I
and
love
you will
Game of
not
Thrones.
throw it. Okay,
But like I wasn't into that whole period drama bullshit. I was like, I ain't into it or whatever. And it was one of those kind of like, it was one of those like drawing the line in the sand. Like, look, nigga, if we gonna be together, you gotta watch this. It wasn't even like a choice. It was like you. And
Game
I
of
was
Thrones
like,
will take you there.
ah,
Game
yeah.
of Thrones will take you
like,
there.
yeah.
I think-
So I watched
I mean-
it and I ended up loving it. And I was like, oh, I mean. They had titties. I was like, all right, well, I can sit and
All
watch
right.
it.
But then them titties
got me
fell.
through the-
Remember them titties fell?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she took the chain off and the titties fell. Yo, ruined that month for me. God damn. I don't think I've sucked a titty since. Them titties fell, boy.
Man.
They fell like the banner.
And it came. That was one of the biggest plot twists. Fuck Ned.
Because it didn't have to happen.
Like Ned, that got me into it. But then when that happened, I was just like
it didn't have to happen.
It didn't.
It has nothing.
Is that a spoiler? Because I mean, is that in the we're a season behind right now?
Well, you don't know what we're talking about.
You have no idea what we're talking about.
You don't know what we're talking about.
It has nothing to do with the storyline. There's no real follow-up. It's just a thing that happened.
When you see it, you'll know.
When it happens, look at his face.
Catch his face.
My girl watched that episode before me. And as that was happening, she was just on one knee, waiting for that shit to happen. Just waiting for me. And I gave her everything she wanted to see because I was offended.
It's like that Two Girls, One Cup like movie. You just waiting for like
2 Girls, 1 Cup. The problem with 2 Girls, 1 Cup is that people thought it was funny and would bring their friends into it.
Yeah. No, they just wanted to see
bullshit.
them. Yeah. Oh, man. But, what the fuck were we even talking about?
I don't know. We're talking about TV, relationships. I don't know what the fuck's going on. We're having fun.
I gotta shake that image, man. That shit. It took me there.
Another beer.
Yeah.
Let's get into this.
Craig Babbage.
You guys really do this shit. We thought we really did it, but y'all really does this.
This looks crazy as fuck.
Like,
So-
where does
Sweet heat.
So I think I'm pretty sure I'm getting known for doing way too many collaborations now, but one of the coolest ones was this chick from Portland, Oregon. She actually got a hold of me and was like, "Hey, do you want to collaborate?" And I was like, "Wait, are you gonna fly to Pittsburgh from Portland, Oregon, and collaborate?"
You never even considered going to Portland.
I totally would. But I just was, the first thought was wait, you want to come here? And so she brought so many rad bottles, and this being one of them. This is actually from her brewery, Burnside Brewing Company, and shout out to Natalie.
Shout out to Natalie from Burnside.
Thank you for this delicious ale.
And it's sweet heat, so it's got some fruit, it's got some heat.
I see what Natalie's doing. Sweet heat, Burnside. It's got this feminine little shimmerer on the fucking bottle.
Yeah.
It's like the furry temptress, but if you go raw, you're burning. I know what that is. Sweet heat.
Sweet heat.
Yeah, Natalie.
Sweet heat.
I caught you, Natalie. With your little sexual undertones. I'm gonna drink
Remind you
this.
to go get that checkup.
It's not good when it burns, right?
Sir, you're married.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's
What are
very
you doing?
fuego. I like that. See, now this is done well. I like a good chili when it hits you on the back end.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It lets you know that it's in there, and then it goes and fucks off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't burn you all the way down to the fucking stomach and sit and linger.
So it gave you chlamydia, but not hurt.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
I could
Just
go
like a
take a
one
pill,
dose.
but this would
Exactly.
be over.
I can get in and out.
But the sex was still good.
Right.
Oh, real shit, things you can get rid of. You really got to look at it all right,
I could have been in here.
no, we did have sex on a balcony. Was it worth it? I think that's what that Missy song was. Is it worth it? It was about burning people with sexually transmitted diseases that can go away. Missy was thinking about curable STDs, and y'all didn't even know it. I heard that she said it hurt when the pussy ain't wet. I heard that's what she said in that. Yeah, this is real. This is real talk. I'm not even drunk yet. I heard that in that little it hurt when the pussy ain't wet.
I'll run with it. Cool. That's what I'll start saying from now on. It's
You're not
believable.
gonna just say it. You gotta.
It's believable.
The best part of that song is everybody coming up with their own little. Like if you ever been at a party and just when that comes on,
I'm gonna disseminate it like it's truth.
Shit. Yeah, I think it is the truth. I think Missy's a freak and she's burned somebody. Yo,
Oh, Missy is a freak.
Hell yeah,
Oh, she a hella freak.
and that's why she wear them Adidas things, because you can rip them off.
Yeah.
Noted.
Come out the get you one.
Yeah, Missy one of them. Missy one of them types that will talk you into sleeping with her. Cause at first off, you'd be like, oh, she like the sister type. I'm gonna hang with her.
Cause she had finger waves.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you do with finger waves? I don't even know what to do with that.
Yeah, true, because you don't want to fuck it up.
Your shit can't be wavier than mine. Like I put a lot of time into this. I brush my hair all the fucking time. You just go to a salon and come back with your shit spinning? No, I ain't doing that. You looking at you mad as fuck. Like, I like your waves, bitch. Nah, I fucks with Missy.
I give it to Missy. If you listen to Missy, yo, holla
You
at
can't
us.
say shit like that. We just bigged your girl up.
My girl, no, I ain't never gonna fuck Missy. I don't think she's at home right now. Like,
I plan on getting big enough in this podcast thing to where Missy's an option. I don't know about you, but I think Missy should be on the menu.
I don't think she's checking Missy concert dates. Like, when is she coming into town? Like, she's not worried. She's not worried.
Missy, you on the hit list.
Come through. Come holler at us.
I'm talking about the podcast. Amongst other things. No. Saying I never had a shorty with finger waves.
Nah.
Like, to see a finger wave nowadays is weird.
Yo.
You'd be like, do you know they don't do that no more?
No, they brought it back with the Kardashians brought it back and they called it some other, you know how they do when, like, the
Can I just,
Europeans.
Are you guys sports fans at all? Yeah. Okay. Can I just say, LeBron James is my favorite athlete, like, all time. Can I just say he's now reasserting himself as my favorite athlete because he told Tristan Thompson to keep the Kardashian away from the team?
Yep.
Like, he's shout out to LeBron. Yeah, Cleveland, we having a good year. Like, somebody had to say it. Like, keep this motherfucker away from the team. Like, when I saw it on the internet, I was like, Tristan, what are you doing, fam? We just got a ring. Like, we got another chance. You gotta get that away from us. Like,
I don't make it. Yeah, you wilding out too. You know what I mean? And like, you wilding out too early.
Yeah,
like, let's go back to back first.
Yeah,
like,
let's get two. Raise two banners.
I think we should totally just get rid of whatever their show is and just have a show that's all about people trying to keep them away and how are they
keeping away from the Kardashians.
Yeah.
There you go. There we go. Keeping away from the Kardashians. Yo, I don't even know how they. So, do you think it's their mother that's like causing all this? Like, I was talking to my girl the other day.
She's definitely a puppet master, man.
Yeah, like
she has fucked like some of the most powerful in the spot dudes and shit. Like,
she was fucking the Kardashian and OJ. What is she?
She was with old boy Shapiro, the lawyer. She was with the swimmer dude, and she was
that's Jenner. Oh, she was fucking three dudes in the same courtroom.
And OJ. Yeah. It was OJ on her side dude.
She ratchet.
Her side dude, her husband, and her next dude.
Yo, she ratchet.
That's
ratchet sells. Yeah. That's how all them love and hip hops get on. Kardashians is the white ratchetness. I get it now. Yeah. She was fucking three dudes in the same courtroom. I don't know nobody in East Cleveland that was fucking three dudes in the same courtroom. Like, that's one was on trial. One was defending them, and another dude was just there for no. Like, what are you doing here, Bruce? I'm chilling. I'm just fucking her. She said we had to make a stop before we went to lunch. I didn't know we was going to court. All these cameras and shit.
She like the Ray J of LA. I don't even know what is her profession.
Fucking three dudes in the same courtroom, I guess. Like, I don't like to diminish them to the degree that I say they have no skills. Like, there's a skill in being able to maximize what they've, because you can't, if you were to be like, yo, if I wanted to book a Kardashian for something, what am I booking them for? What am I asking you to do, right? So how cool is that?
Well, see here
they make millions to show up,
and that's the thing is that like
kind of dope.
I don't knock they hustle, but I'm not a customer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at all you other idiots that are buying this shit. Like, what are you buying, B? Like, what are you paying for? You're paying an extra $50 to get into a club for what? To stand next to the motherfucker?
Well, like, they're the Miller Lite, Coors Light of the thing, like of talent, right? So you can get Coors Light, Miller Lite every fucking where. You go to a bar, it's always there. And then you got
I'm not even gonna. I hate Coors Light, but I'm not even going to bring them down to the level of the Kardashians because they at least did something. Like, nigga, they made a beer. Like they
fucked Ray J on camera.
That ain't. It's not a like
on camera, and then put it out there like, yo, I'm about to listen to how confident you got to be in your fuck game to be like, I'm gonna fuck Ray J, and it's gonna take me to another level. Like,
that
I'm
was
gonna film
that was when Ray J was still like Brandy was kind of
there was never a time when Ray J was that dude. And shout out to him for creating whatever the fuck he's created, because Ray J be getting money, so it's not hate. I don't know what he. I just don't know what he is.
He's relevant for whatever.
And they're
reason.
to the point where if they've sneezed twice next to somebody, it's on a magazine.
It's on something, man. It's because they all got fake
but
asses.
there was no Kardashians of like the 40s and 50s. There was no person. She was an actress, B.
She was
a model.
fucking the president.
I know, but she had a talent though. Yeah, I mean,
fucking the president, fam. She was pretty and she was fucking the president. She wasn't singing nothing any better than anyone. Nobody's like, yo, she was one of the greatest actresses. She was a very attractive woman, and she got into what people perceive to be a scandal. Scandal sells, man.
Yeah.
You ain't never been around a motherfucker like, yo, watch this Marilyn Monroe movie. It's one of the greatest. Hell no.
But she had something to get in there. Like, what was Kim Kardashian
She was pretty
doing
and she had that beauty
before
mark.
she fucked
Ray J.
That's it. That's the beginning.
She was a Kardashian.
She was like a butler for like the Hiltons for a while.
No, that was Paris.
But Kardashian was a butler for like the Hiltons for a minute. She was like cleaning her underwear and shit, like showing up at parties. She was like the lackey.
You know way more about her to not be a customer. You know a lot about her, Day. Nigga know her previous occupations and shit.
She just got called out.
Before Shorty had gifts, I ain't know nothing about it.
I mean, like I said, her networking, her gift is that networking and her ability to use social media and master that.
Oh, yeah.
You take lessons from that, like the way that viral culture, that just putting something out there to put eyes on people. You can learn from that.
So how does that play into like the brewing type of thing? Is that something that has been a focus of like the brewing industry, trying to get on the internet? I mean, the beer sells itself, I guess, but like you guys got that cool visual for Brewtal Fest, which I think is really dope. But I don't see a lot of visuals from brewers and things like that. Like the only thing I can think of, and Dave's gonna be mad, is the Anheuser-Busch shit when they had the Clydesdales running. Like other than that, or the Coors Light when they had the blue can. They got these. They have some shit, but like I think it would serve, especially with the type of or the demographic that you guys serve with the craft brew. Like it's a younger millennial crowd, entrepreneurs, people getting money. Like they would appreciate that. Is there a brewery that that takes advantage of that, or is that something that you guys have looked into taking advantage of?
I'm trying to think of marketing's huge in the beer industry too, and I think a lot of the times whether or not you're even like selling beer that's like to like what would like on a whole level would be like, oh, this is like the best beer ever, but like there are certainly like Fatheads, I love their beer, but they have like some of the best marketing, whether or not they're like really doing like ads, but the stuff that they're putting out, you're like, wow, okay, that's visually appealing, and then obviously they're winning tons of awards, so that means they're doing great. Trying to think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of.
So you
see, a lot of the marketing goes into that. Like the labels.
The labels. Right.
New Belgium does a lot of great stuff, I think, with that as well. Especially since they're doing a lot of cool collaborations.
I'm trying to think of a brewery that like really capitalizes on like your videos and like the mass
right, because here's from my perspective, right? I agree with you. So a lot of the marketing goes into the labels, but there's an awareness there that you have to even seek out that label. Because when shopping for beer, and I'm still in that novice kind of realm. So, and I've been in situation, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get some beer. I'm gonna be at the crib this weekend. I'm gonna just get some beer. And I've been where I've just been in like a place that has a good craft selection. I'm like, what do I want to get? What do I want to get? And I see some cool labels, but then I don't know shit about them. So then I revert back to what I know. I'll get a Great Lakes. You know what I mean? I'll get a local. I don't know. Like, I think it would be kind of cool, especially because, again, with the millennial culture, you can put out a small visual that sets the tone for the type of night that you would want, or the type of atmosphere you would want for that type of beer and things like that. I think with people, like, there's a lot that goes into each individual beer. Like Ciroc, for example, which is a liquor company, they just want you to drink Ciroc. So they're like, have a party with Ciroc, and it shows Diddy with the people, Ciroc, and it doesn't, the individual type of flavors don't matter. But with like a Rock Bottom, you got different types of beers, and what I'm learning, different type of beers for different type of nights, you know what I mean? If you want to get really fucked up, you get something a little stronger, you know what I mean? Like you could really like capitalize on that shit.
Sometimes that I'm sorry.
Okay, you can go.
Like sometimes that illusion like you get from these ads, like the illusion of like what kind of time you can have on this product could definitely drive people to want to drink like, oh, this IPA, look, they're at this party doing this with this beer. I can do that.
Yeah, so because like what the larger companies basically always say is have a bunch of friends over and have a bunch of beers.
Well, see, I think that the difference slightly is that like it's more of a culture type of a drink. Like Coors Light, like it's like whatever because it's water, so you could just pour that shit in the drain and use it to fucking like water your lawn, whatever the fuck people do with Coors Light. I hope they're not drinking that shit. But, whatever they do with that. And you could be like, we're partying because we're stupid kids and we have nothing but like, a couple of dollars between us and we're going to get a case of cheap beer and drink it until we piss it out. Right, yeah, that's cool. But like with a craft beer, it's like, like you have families and you have like your Monday nights chilling on the couch, like watching football. Like you've reached a place in life where you can afford it, you can appreciate it. And like, you're not just like,
out for that.
You're not guzzling it like, I'm gonna get like fucking crazy shit face and like spray titties with this beer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the same.
But you can put that out there.
But I mean,
you can put that out there.
I mean, with the beer industry itself, like I feel like you don't see a lot of industries. It's probably more so on the consumer basis, whether or not you're consuming alcohol or food. You have an audience that's super interactive. Like, I mean, that's kind of like going back to people always making comments about what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Like, I've never seen an industry so interactive where they like what they think about what you're doing matters. So to that idea, it's like, the more you're on social media and the more interactive you are, the more people feel closer to what you're doing. So like I've seen some breweries that put out like, oh, here, meet this brewer, blah, blah, blah. People really appreciate that because they want to know who's doing it. They want to know like what's going into that product. I mean, even when we were at Southern Tier, like they put out videos about when pumpkin's coming out or like how, how a beer is coming out. It matters to people. They want to see all the ingredients. They want to see the process.
So you basically like are kind of humanizing the experience.
I would say a lot of the breweries are on Twitter and they are tweeting. And
you can actually interact with one of the brewers. I mean, nobody knows who the fuck is brewing out in Anheuser.
I don't think Anheuser gets brewed, but I will say the craft culture is one where motherfuckers do like. I've been at a few festivals now, and people they give you their full opinion of some shit.
Right.
Like they take you to the side and they let you know how they felt, what is comparable to, what you could do better. It's like, all right, fam, move along.
And that's the thing about like craft brews. And I was talking to somebody the other day about it or whatever. Is that like the difference on that level is that like Miller and all these other like the bigger ones like. They have an audience that like they're gonna drink that and that's all they drink. They got the this is my burn and I'm gonna drink it and that's it. Like whereas like with the craft brew, like usually craft brew drinkers don't drink one beer.
Well, the culture,
I mean,
itself,
like so like
supportive.
it lends to like friendship in the community and having that kind of like getting a connection to that because it's not just a product. It's not like I'm just gonna buy this one and fuck everybody else. Like so it helps build that like community type atmosphere or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, and like I said, it's all about that connection too. I mean, even just like something that I created just because Pittsburgh, we have a lot of brewers now popping up and stuff. I mean, we created a Facebook group just for our brewers and like it's so interactive and like people just want to have that connection. They want to be able to ask, another brewer like, oh, can I borrow this? Or what do you guys do in this situation? Or have you used this product? And I think it like that's kind of bringing it back around to the Brewtal Fest too. We see different things like that with like even just the music industry too. It's like it's that like that camaraderie factor that really goes into play, and that's kind of what we were seeing early on, kind of as like our inspiration. Anyway,
nice.
Boom.
So Brewtal Fest.
Brewtal Fest.
Yeah, give them the particulars one more time, one more again for those who listened all the way through. Sunday,
November 6th. PGH Brewtal Fest at Spirit in Lawrenceville. If you're in for VIP, you get in at 3 p.m. If you're in for general admission, it's 4 p.m. So VIP is the best value at this point because you get an extra hour to party. You get a t-shirt, you get a meal voucher, get an extra band. Ultimately, it's going to be a really rad time.
In this band, they dress up in chainmail. They wear like the old
total
armored
medieval
helmet.
Shit.
Wow.
all medieval.
Yeesh.
And then they strap on the guitars afterwards. And
You fucking bands, y'all go all in. Man.
But
I envy you guys as performers.
Yeah.
I've never seen like a band that just like a metal band or something like that just performs and just goes off. It always looks like they gave everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's like, it was like kind of awesome to see James play again, because before we ever got together, like, I went and saw him play, and I'm like, he's like spitting on himself, like picking his nose and shit. And I'm like, well, it's like, no, but it's like weirdly attractive, and you're like, whoa, why am I attracted to this? And but I mean, and then he brought it out on Friday, and like one of our friends, we brought some friends down from Pittsburgh, and she was like, I can understand what you're saying. Like, it is weirdly attractive.
Yeah, you gotta keep her away from him. Keep her away from him. Yeah, you gotta keep her away from him. He's performing again. She gotta fall back. Hey, fall back. I'll tell her for you.
But you know, I mean, it's definitely a lot of passion that goes
I just
into
find
it.
it's really odd that these ladies are finding me spittling all over myself attractive. It's
Only on stage.
You know what, man?
Yeah, man. If you did it
dinner,
right
You
now,
know
I'd
what,
be
man?
really
Do not look a
disgusted.
gift horse in the mouth, man. Run with that. Shit. So where can I get tickets?
He can do pghbrutalfest.com, and that's Brewtal with BREWTAL instead of BRU. And then there's a ticketing link off that. Probably be the easiest way.
Nice. We'll be down there. We'll be
We'll
in the
be
building.
walking around doing random
Yeah,
shit. I don't know what we're gonna be doing.
Tucked away. We got a couple of podcasts. Like
Yeah,
you
we
know,
working,
somewhere
but then we
in
not working. It's
Yeah.
weird. Like we never like. It was just a crazy week coming up. We got the 3rd, the 5th, the
Yeah,
6th.
six.
God damn.
Yeah,
good time
then
of
the
year right
12th.
We took like a week and a half off, and now we right back to it.
Yeah.
It's love though. Like we enjoy hanging around the scene. It's
and then we
love.
can ask some of those bands like what made them come up with their
Oh
name.
no, you get bet your ass I'm out here. I'm finding world's scariest police chasing. We gonna sit down and have a fucking meeting. Me, them, and at Cornell West. We all go.
I'm going to go check Child Bites van.
I don't. That's you doing some detective work.
You can find out what a vermithrax is.
True. I don't know if I want to get too close.
They
man.
sent
Like,
Vermithrax to kill us, right? That's what the shit was coming in the mail after 9/11. Vermithrax.
That is a band. Anthrax.
Yeah.
Anthrax.
Yeah. No, I'm not even getting too close to that. I'll
Yeah,
listen
they
from
can
afar.
have that.
They got good speakers. We
They
cool.
got some fairy dust that'll fuck you up. They tell the people where they can find us.
Oh man. Well, you can find us November 12th for our 100th episode down at Pittsburgh Playwrights Theater.
Hold on.
100th episode. We've got 4 breweries, a meadery, a distillery. We've got a half-hour comedy and an hour of podcast with some of the biggest names in Pittsburgh, and we're doing that big. And if you're looking for tickets, that is at purplepass.com/partnerspod100. You can also find us on epicastnetwork.com/partnerspod. You can find us on IG, Twitter, and Facebook at PartnersPod. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Libsyn, and Google Play under Drinking Partners.
Hey, we want to thank our guests again, James and Meg Evans, for coming out, chilling with us. Check out Brewtal Fest, man. Good beer, good music. We'll be running around there doing some random shit. Thank you for listening. And as always, Drinking Partners is the crew. Epicast is the family. We out.
Best of the bird. Like, I should
I'll never get I'll never know that.
Yeah, nah.